So, in keeping with the spirit of this thread, I'm giving you guys a little bit of information. In May 14th, 2007, these here are pictures of the Huron going down. This is her succumbing to trident fire, or trident fury, which was an exercise put on for her sinking. And as you can see, her bow is starting to list in some of the pictures, and then all of a sudden all you see left is just the stern section, or the bow section, sticking up out of the nose, or out of the water, and she goes down. Anyways, just so you have an idea as to how this all is going, we're still in the build process of our restoration ship. Now, what I'm using is these pictures that I've got, that I've collected over the years of when I was in the forces. I've got a ship's manual. Welcome aboard HMCS Huron. Gives you a bunch of the information about the old girl. This is when she was back in active service, when I was on her. You know, this ship will actually do 53 miles per hour, or did, with war props on. Yeah, I got pictures like this of the hull. There's a good shot. And then I've got another shot like this. That's a pretty good picture as well. That's from the 75th anniversary, when back in 1985, I guess, when we were celebrating back then. And then there's a picture of 280. And they're all different representations of the same class of ship. And then there it is there, the Huron. So that's what I'm working on, is that ship right there, the Huron. There's a good picture. I'm using that as a good reference. I got that from the canteen on the ship when I was in the forces. That was sold to me out of the canteen on the ship itself. I don't know how many people have got copies of that, but that's us coming out of St. John's, Newfoundland. Good picture, yeah. And this is how the ship's going. I've got hangar section, I've got bridge, I've got the mast, I've got forward gun. Forward gun was kind of a tricky prospect. I was trying to figure out how I could build something. A Beaufort isn't a very easy gun to represent. So what I've done is I've used a styrofoam ball and put a little piece of wood on the bottom, taped it up, and yeah, the lightest heavy armament you've ever seen in your life. And yeah, but it'll work. That's a good representation. And I've started doing upper deck work, getting some of the sections like the flags. And I have to set up for the flags themselves. I want to set up a Canadian flag on the back as well, of course, being a Canadian warship. And flight deck. Starting work on the rear section here, the quarter deck. This is where the tiller is going to be located. All the rudder mechanism. But it's coming. There's our little fellows on the quarter deck. Ooh, loaded guns. Yeah, just kidding. These things are about an inch tall. This is how big they are compared to my thumb. That's pretty funny. Anyways. Yeah. So it's coming very well. Matter of fact, little fellows up at the bridge in action. Action Jackson shot. Here we go. That's funny. And I've also done the hangar section so that I can mount it to the deck, and I can remove it if I want. I'll be screwing it through the deck with 2 screws, brass screws, very simple, so I can change lighting. I want to be able to change any of the lighting. The bulbs have to be replaceable. Same with through the hanger, or through the bridge as well. Those 2 little holes up top there will accommodate lights. So yeah, when all's said and done, she'll be fine. Fine wet vessel. Yeah. Give me some upper deck lighting here. Let me have a look at what she looks like. This is not too bad. Okay. There you go. Little upper deck lighting. Very nice. So yeah, I hope you like that. Keep you up to date. See you next time. Till then, bye for now.